figure out why live isn't live.
You want to jump in?
Well, I got a little bit of time.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And right now we have Lunchbox is heading out, but we have Sad and Proto versus Katakiri and Secretboss here, and Sad and Proto really gaining stage control early. Sad covering the stage and actually hitting Proto with his order there. And I'm actually now being joined by
Riddler.
Howdy, Riddler.
People know who I am. No, they don't. That's my goal, though.
Understandable. I know what you're saying. Yeah, and I'm Adam B. So you know.
Good to meet you, Adam.
All right, and we actually have the spike there, taking the first stock off of Ganondorf here. Now it is a 5-3 game, and Cloud is actually at a pretty high percentage.
How do you feel about Ganondorf and Day-Day, like the larger characters in doubles? Do you think they do better, or do you think they do worse?
I feel like they have a lot of risk-reward, but with the combos that you can get off Cloud's down throw, I feel like their smashes are like very rewarding. But it's really interesting to see two heavy characters in one game, especially because in singles it's rare that you see a heavy character in general.
Right. I feel like the heavy characters, Bowser, Day-to-Day, Ganondorf, the really hard hitters, Donkey Kong, they work really, really well with fast characters that can jump around them. Characters like this, maybe not necessarily Ganondorf as much, but other characters, they have all of that AoE damage. They throw their bodies around, they're doing crazy stuff. And if you got a character that can jump around and not take all that damage,
Ganondorf actually killing his teammate with the back air.
I did see that. But that is the high risk, high reward right there.
Yeah. Actually getting stage control with these Gordos, really nice job giving Proto what he needed in order to get out of that situation. Very mindful of Sad there. Ganondorf trying to keep pressure. DDD is running out of jumps, but luckily DDD has armor on his recovery, so there's not much that he can do about it. Ooh, and
an excellent limit break.
That's actually, I think, the third one that's going to hit this game.
Really?
Yeah. Ganondorf actually getting spiked there. Now we have a 2-1 game. It's pretty interesting. It seems as if Red Team had to lead.
That was very smart. He saved his recovery. He was expecting that Day-to-Day to try and give her. See, I don't really know how I feel about the Ganondorf with Cloud, only because he's one of the heavy characters that doesn't have that AoE damage going around. Cloud, though, in almost any doubles, I'll say, because I think personally Cloud is the best support character in doubles.
Cloud actually hitting DDD's Gordo, making his limited recovery actually not go nearly as far.
Good.
Yeah, but that was his team. So, the opposite of what DDD would have wanted. Now we have an even stock game, but Red Team is...
Ooh, a nice Day-to-Day combo.
Very good job.
Ganondorf's in a little bit of trouble.
It's not impossible, but not going to be easy for sure.
Not probable, yes. If he can get one of them out and then he can Gan inside one or the other, that might be the best thing he can do. He needs to be very careful of that limit break kill as well. Day-to-Day needs to not do that.
Yeah, keep that to a minimum, not let Cloud get to kill percent.
Oh!
That's going to be game 1 in favor of Proto and AxN Sad, if you want to update.
Teach me how.
Right click on the number.
Right click.
And just switch it to
text. And refresh?
Yep. Oh, actually, do it again.
How about enter? Enter what?
Enter is probably... Evan, how do we get the refresh on here? After we correct it, what do we hit?
Nothing. It automatically updates. Just click outside. We were refreshing.
Yeah, my bad on that.
We're really good at this, guys, I swear.
It happens. Alright, and Sad and Proto actually taking the first game. Katakiri and Secretboss actually had a pretty decent game 1. So I'm really excited to see where they're going to take this because Sad using DDDs, giving multiple really great setups.
Battlefield was a good choice, I believe. It'll, unless Day-to-Day really knows how to play around with his Gordos, I think Ganondorf is going to have the advantage on this stage.
I get what you mean, because he can't use the slow-moving one to survive.
Exactly. It's closer. There's nowhere really for Day-to-Day to run. Cloud
Actually,
really just works
hitting
anywhere.
his teammate there is exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, not paying a whole lot of attention. But yeah, Ganondorf had it. Oh, great
nice
tech by
set.
Ganondorf. Just having that, yeah, you can't run anywhere scenario is just amazing. Yep.
Taking the
Expected
stock.
that.
Whenever you have a 40% lead, I don't see why. I mean, when they have 40% more than they do, very effective play.
It would have been just riskier to try and survive out of that. Oh, and Ganondorf kills himself.
And that's not
An
what
accidental
Red Team wanted to be. Although they are tied at 4 stocks, but Red Team's Cloud is definitely not where he wants to be with 117%.
As long as he can tank the stock, though, it might be okay. If Ganondorf can get a couple more Ganon sides once he gets to a higher percentage. Ganondorf is at one life, though.
Oh, and the back air is not going to finish Cloud yet. Does make him use the limit, but now, what's really cool about Cloud and doubles is if you're
Other than everything?
I mean, you can have someone actually defending you while you go and charge your limit.
Was that Proto doing a limit break to get Day-to-Day up on the stage? Because he just limit break to his own teammate.
Proto was in a bad situation, and DDD was in the wrong place. DDD had his up B, which would actually gave him super armor. Didn't necessarily understand, but I'm sure these guys have been practicing.
It might have been some kind of weird recovery scenario for maybe Cloud was having issues and the limit break would save him? I don't know. Oh, and Proto once again killing Day-to-Day and then also getting the old reverse dunk on himself or by the other Cloud.
And this is a really big change in momentum. Ganondorf, who lost his first 2 stocks almost
now tanking
immediately, has now lived for 130%, and now they actually have the stock.
This is exactly what they needed, though.
Ganondorf now can side B at any time, and it almost be worth it.
They're doing a much better job of Cloud playing the high on Cloud. Oh, an excellent limit. Wow, what an excellent combo. The jet or the grab release into the limit break.
Forcing Proto to use his limit to recover is not going to be what he needs in order to take this game back.
Absolutely.
You're not punishing the recovery there, but
Ganondorf also has some amazing grab throw combos with just about anyone with his up air. Or his, his up smash. His up air also does have pretty high.
It has great
knockout.
coverage. Ooh, all 3 of them off the ledge. No. Wow.
The team is just not talking to each other at all. They don't have the. One should be covering the one of 2 options. There's only 4 ways to get up.
Yeah.
There's the forward smash. All right.
That's
I got a little worried there for a moment. I thought maybe he might be a little too close to Cloud, but then realized, yeah, he just respawned.
So we now have Red Team taking the game. It's very interesting. The Battlefield definitely gave them a lot of help with the coverage of the Gordos, but we're going to see what Blue Team can do in order to try to bring this thing back in their favor.
For those of you who just joined, this is Pinnacle 5.
Pinnacle 5, yeah. Oh, it's a good time. Now, you get 1 band, so trying to figure this out. They're probably not going to want something that's going to be beneficial to Ganondorf here.
They definitely don't want to pick a Battlefield or Dreamland, so smaller. I think they're going to go to Town and City. I think they're going to go to Town and City. They're not going to go FD because that's just too big. And Smashville is Okay, Duck Hunt. Yeah, that's another kind of medium stage, and both Cloud can just fit anywhere in this scenario, and they got two hard hitters. So
both Cloud starting off with the limit charge, actually using the Gordo to hit the DDD.
Proto doing up tilt combos on Ganondorf. Excellent call.
Both Clouds taking the time out to charge while they're
just doing a good job of bodyguarding.
In doubles, Cloud is seen much more as like a almost support character.
Oh, absolutely. He's got enough of hitboxes just surrounding his body that he can be. He's still a melee fighter, but he's a safe melee fighter. He can kind of get in there.
Was that a double down air?
Absolutely was.
That's crazy.
I had to think about it for a moment. I didn't want to. Yes, that was very strange. Excellent back air by Proto.
Knowing that he would be able to recover, and instead opting to just keep falling. Nice job.
It seems like the better thing to do for Blue Team would be to separate them. On Battlefield, they were doing Ganondorf was much better with Cloud right by his side to mitigate any problems he has with speed.
Blue Team actually on the defensive. 2 stocks down. Can they finish out the stocks on the red team and try to even this game back up?
They are 2 stocks down. I want to say they're slightly in the percentage decline. Because with high percentages like that, they're gonna take it out. Ooh, that's
DDD now at 100%.
Interesting up B early on there. It worked out.
Getting the forward tilt to create space for the red team again.
If the shoe fits.
Getting the easy air coverage with the neutral air there by Cloud. Very smart. Both Clouds dancing around each other's limits, trying to make sure that neither of them get hit.
The back throw kill for Ganondorf, and then an immediate Cloud stuffed kill. That up air for Ganondorf is just it's very safe. It's basically like Cloud's neutral air.
It has the same coverage. I see what you mean.
Same coverage, but I think higher knockback.
That would make sense because there's no hurt box.
I am surprised that he's not. Oh, an excellent read on the
now a 4-2 game
sidestep.
And actually having a percentage lead with DDD being at 100 already.
It's interesting to see Ganondorf not doing the neutral, not using the neutral air more often, because from what I understand, they changed it. They buffed it so that the second attack is actually stronger and has higher knockback. And in a scenario like this, in a doubles match, you'd think you'd want to see that a lot more. But maybe the up air is still just the superior option.
Alright, and then we have Cloud on the red team with this charge. Oh, going for the hit there. Very nice. Both Clouds.
They got the ledge coverage very well. Nicely done.
4-stock mountain for Proto to climb.
Ooh, he really. With 4 stocks and a 94%, I really don't see this being the winning game for him. And they're the ones that picked this stage, I believe. Is that right?
They are.
It was a better option to pick the stage with Day-to-Day over Ganondorf, but they didn't do as good of a job with Ganondorf just trying to stay next to his Cloud all the time.
Probably they had a chance to adapt to the DDD as well. I know he's very unconventional, so especially in doubles, I could imagine
absolutely,
it's like I don't know something new for him. So you have to adjust, but
there's the game.
And there it is, Katakiri and Secretboss taking round 2 here in doubles at Pinnacle 5.